you today?
Excellent.
Good, good, okay. I will speak first in French and then I'll come back in English. Alors, messieurs, dames, bonjour, Yorana, bienvenue à bord. Est-ce que je peux savoir exactement combien il y a de francophones ici, dans la salle? Ok. Alors, donc, à moins que vous vouliez pratiquer l'anglais, pour moi ça ne me dérange pas. Sinon, c'est 15 heures pour la réunion des francophones. Hein? Donc 15 heures ici, également dans la même salle. Sinon, vous pouvez écouter bien évidemment cette langue également qui est très belle. Donc vous pouvez pratiquer comme ça, vous pouvez également parler avec les autres anglophones pour tout le voyage. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, Yorana means welcome again to everybody. So I will present myself before I start this little lecture. Well, it's a little talk about everything's happening on board, what you have to do, what you cannot do, okay? So the chance that we have in French Polynesia is it to have two names. One in our own dialect, it depends which archipelago we are from, and one in French. This French name is especially used at school or for administration paper. And our Polynesian name is used by our family or by our friends. So please, I would like that you call me by my Marquesian name because I'm from the Marquesas, which is very easy. Are you ready? So please, you have to pronounce it correctly. Otherwise, Mila. Mila is in French. Okay, so you please call me Mila. I'm from Uapo Island, the first island that will stop in our itinerary, and I'm very glad, very happy to receive you on board of the Aranui. So, okay, today you are in this room, but before I tell you what it will happen in this room, I would like to start this presentation with the first and important deck that we have on board, which is the main deck. Do we have people here on the main deck? No? Main deck is exactly where you will find the reception, infirmary, and where you will find the gangway. That's where you embark and disembark every day, guys. You all have a room key, one each, am I correct? Okay. Each time you will disembark to go outside, ashore, you have to leave both of your keys at the reception. This is for safety reasons, okay? That will be by the reception desk. You will have a box where you will see your cabin number. You have to drop them in that box, please. And then when you will come back from the excursions, you have to pick up this key and also to put a cross in front, I mean on a board, that you will see also beside of the reception desk. You have to pick up the key, and then after you will see a board with your name. So you will put a cross in front of your name. That will be a second check-in. Do you understand?
Yes.
It is very important because I will give you an example. If, so, this couple is going ashore, example, she is coming back, so she will only pick her key. You will have to leave his key still at the reception. Otherwise, maybe she wants to leave him on the Tuamotu archipelago. So why it is very important to leave both of keys at the reception, because in case of a change due to the cargo, to the itinerary, I mean we have to deliver it in an island which is very important, that may happen. So we know how many people exactly we have ashore and how many people are returning. Is that fine for everybody? Okay. Oh, that also may happen if we have an emergency, but I touch the wood. Of course that not may happen. Our captain and his officers, they will put a first horn. Okay? You have 15 minutes to come back. That's why it's very important to leave all keys at the reception. The second horn, you have 5 minutes, but the cargo is leaving. I mean, if when we are docked, he starts to leave, but you will still have the whaleboat in the bay, or otherwise the barges. You see the gray embarkation on each side? Okay, we may use them to disembark. So the seamen will be waiting in the bay for you. And the third oar, we come back in 3 weeks. Okay, so please leave all your keys at the reception. And by the way, the reception is open from 7:30 a.m. to noon, okay, to lunchtime, 12, and closed between 12 and 2 p.m. 2 p.m. open until 7 p.m. for dinner time, okay? And in the evening, here it's totally different from the hotel. We only open half an hour in the evening, so that means 8:30 to 9 p.m. After 9 p.m. you need something. That may happen that you locked out yourself from your cabin, you forgot your key inside, you know that may happen around maybe 1 a.m. or midnight. You don't know how to get in your room, or your partner went for a little ride, I don't know. You can call 705, please dial this number, 705, after 9 p.m. for an emergency, okay, call. It will be your cruise director who will answer you. His name is Bernard, okay? And Bernard on board, he is in charge of the German-speaking group. You can't miss your cruise director. He's quite tall, big, and non-hair, white. Okay, his name is Bernard. Okay, I told you also that we have an infirmary on board, and of course, a doctor. The opportunity that we give to the doctors of all over the world, they can give their service and against the cruise. So every cruise we change the doctor. So this cruise we have a doctor that we call in Polynesian term Taote, T-A-O-T-E, which means the doctor, okay? Taote, who came three trips ago, and he came back because he loved us with his wife. So please, I would like to present you Taote Philippe. So it's your doctor.
Good afternoon. I'm French, but I try to speak in English, so I hope you will understand me. So I'm Dr. Philippe Weiss. Philippe. I'm French. I'm born in France, in Paris. I studied in Paris, and I arrived in French Polynesia around 92, so it's more or less 18 years now that I'm living in French Polynesia. And I worked in the Marquesas Islands in Nukuhiva. There is a small hospital, and I worked there 14 years. 14. And now I'm living in Raiatea, which is a downwind island, more or less 200 kilometers northwest of Tahiti. So the infirmary is open in the morning, more or less 15 minutes before 8 and after 8. And in the evening, more or less 15 minutes before 6 and after 6. But of course, if you get any problem in between, you just ask at the reception and they will call me. And also when we are ashore, I will go ashore with you and walk with you when we have to walk. So they can call me with the radio or telephone and so on, and I will come if you get an emergency. So if it's not urgent, come in the morning and in the afternoon around 8 and 6 p.m. If not, if it's an emergency, just ask at the reception. So I will speak you about a few things that which is better to prevent. It's better to prevent than to cure. I don't like to work so much. So some things. Please take